Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, a guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Carlos, now it's Hazard. Vieira. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he was quick to react. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's had it taken off him. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Can he get it through? Cute ball, Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Mauritius are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to...
Decent chance! And he's managed to get rid. Tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, good line! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo is wide and looking to get onto this. Lahm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard, there he goes, motoring forward. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Pirlo is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Crosses it in here. Araujo gets it away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hazard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos getting forward. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's a key interception. Lahm. Araujo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? Forced to go back. And that is expertly dealt with. And Seedorf! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Seedorf really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta running with the ball. And it's Hazard. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defence. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Botafogo unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nesta deals with that comfortably.
Mauritius really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack.
Ibrahimovic! Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Ibrahimovic. Lam. And it's Vieira. To Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Closing in on goal. Now takes a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Ronaldo. Ibrahimovic, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Oh, that was vital.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Nesta cuts it out. Seedorf. So what can they make of this? And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, good take and a good air. There's the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And the comeback is complete.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Changement. Le numéro 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Le numéro 11, Hazard.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Botafogo leading now.
Messi.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Changement. Le numéro 21.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Le numéro
We could be
14.
looking at a game-changing moment.
Mr. Gope is having a shot! And this is Lampard. Big chance, corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Vieira. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That pass has been well intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira. And it's Lam. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Araujo. Vieira. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Mauritius really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And a chance! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Bale. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Bale is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Les gardiens-
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
No, that's been intercepted. The ball has bounced loose now, and the keeper takes decisive action. Botafogo have a free kick.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Hernes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hernes. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos. And he plays one through. This looks promising. Roberto Carlos gets in for a good... Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Lam. Botafogo still without a single shot on target. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's well seen too. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hernes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Ferdinand. And it's Lam. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Botafogo are down to 10 men.
Attention, changement.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Mbappe. Hernes is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's found a way past Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Lam goes short. Lam delivers. Oh, good climb! Goal! Botafogo! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Botafogo have towering header. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pirlo, there he goes, motoring forward. And they can counter here. Great vision. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Botafogo making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. It's Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Mauritius have the chance to go the other way. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. Shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. And that's not going to trouble. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Changement en cours.
Botafogo get the ball rolling for the second period.
Botafogo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Lahm. Ferdinand. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Bale. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Changement. Le numéro 21. Pirlo.
Mauritius choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Botafogo leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Vieira. Seedorf, renowned for his long-range shooting. Vieira. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Vieira. Bale needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little...
Seedorf! It's loose now, and they were... Oh, he's been caught napping! Cross to the back post. And that should get the job done.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Changement. Le numéro 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ibrahimovic. À leur place, le
Ferdinand.
numéro 19. Le numéro 9.
Araujo.
Changement.
Karambur. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Karambur. Oh, well played, well played. The pass has gone astray. And here's Bale. Now then, and the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Botafogo get their fourth corner. Hazard with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Hullet. And this is Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Mauritius clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Vieira. Chance here to counter. Goes looking wide. Back towards the middle. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good spread. Oh, what has happened here? They've got a corner here. Good finish. And the comeback is complete. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Changement. Le numéro 4, Vieira. Pour le remplacer,
Mauritius have
le numéro
turned to their
14.
bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mauritius clearly now in lead preservation mode. Collar chasing after it. Bale engages and forces him off the ball.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Pass somewhat off target. Botafogo have it back and can go again. It's Bale! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. This is a promising build-up. Ferdinand, Pullet is onto it in a flash. Hazard does really well to win the ball there. And it's Lam. No way through. That's the throw. Now it's Snyder. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Botafogo illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Botafogo really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it.